Hello there, children. Barney the bear here. Make yourselves comfortable. It's time for a story. Today's story is Rusty Raccoon Respects Others. In the heart of the Whispering Woods lived a curious and playful raccoon named Rusty. Rusty was known for his mischievous antics and boundless energy. Every day was an adventure for Rusty, filled with exploring, climbing trees, and finding treasures hidden in the forest. One sunny morning, Rusty woke up with a big yawn and stretched his little paws. He could hear the birds chirping and the leaves rustling, calling him to another day of fun. With a twinkle in his eye, Rusty set off to find his friends. First, he scurried over to the meadow where his friend Betty Bunny was hopping around. Betty was collecting flowers for her burrow and humming a cheerful tune. Rusty, feeling playful, decided to sneak up on her. "Boo!" Rusty shouted, jumping out from behind a bush. Betty Bunny jumped in surprise, dropping her flowers. "Oh, Rusty, you scared me," she exclaimed, her heart still racing. Rusty laughed, but he noticed that Betty didn't seem as happy as he thought she would be. "I'm sorry, Betty. I just wanted to play," he said, his ears drooping a little. Next, Rusty made his way to the riverbank, where Sammy Squirrel was busy gathering acorns. Sammy was balancing on a tree branch, carefully picking the ripest acorns. Rusty, still in a playful mood, grabbed a nearby stick and started splashing water up towards. "Look out, Sammy. It's raining," Rusty giggled. But Sammy lost his balance and tumbled into the river with a splash. He scrambled out, dripping wet and not looking very happy. "Rusty, that wasn't funny. Now I'm all wet and my acorns are ruined," Sammy said, shaking off the water. Rusty felt a pang of guilt. He didn't mean to upset his friends. He just wanted to have fun. "I'm really sorry, Sammy," Rusty said, offering a helping paw to gather the scattered acorns. Feeling a bit down, Rusty continued his day and found himself near the great oak tree where Ollie Owl. Ollie was reading a big book of forest tales and looked very wise and peaceful. "Hi, Ollie," Rusty said quietly, not wanting to disturb the wise old owl. Ollie looked up from his book and smiled. "Hello, Rusty. You seem troubled. What's on your mind?" Rusty sighed and sat down. "I think I upset Betty and Sammy today. I was just trying to have fun, but they got scared and mad at me." Ollie nodded wisely. "Sometimes we don't realize how our actions affect others. It's important to think about how others feel and show them respect. That way, everyone can enjoy their time together." Rusty listened carefully to Ollie's words. He realized that he hadn't been thinking about how his friends felt. He decided that he wanted to be a better friend and show more respect to those around him. With a new determination in his heart, Rusty thanked Ollie and headed home. As he walked through the forest, he thought about how he could make it up to his friends and show them that he truly cared. Tomorrow would be a new day, and Rusty was ready to learn how to respect others. The next morning, Rusty Raccoon woke up with a new sense of purpose. He was determined to make things right with his friends and show them that he respected their feelings. As the sun rose over Whispering Woods, Rusty set out to find Betty Bunny and Sammy Squirrel. First, Rusty headed to Betty Bunny's burrow. He found her outside, carefully arranging her collection of flowers in a vase. Rusty took a deep breath and approached her slowly. "Good morning, Betty," Rusty said softly. "I'm really sorry for scaring you yesterday. I didn't mean to upset you. I just wanted to have fun, but I realize now that it wasn't very respectful." Betty looked up from her flowers and smiled gently. "Thank you, Rusty. I appreciate your apology. It did startle me, but I know you didn't mean any harm. Maybe next time we can play a game that we both enjoy." Rusty's eyes brightened. That sounds like a great idea. Betty, how about we have a flower picking race later? Betty's eyes sparkled with excitement. I'd love that, Rusty. Let's do it. Feeling relieved and happy, Rusty waved goodbye to Betty and made his way to the riverbank to find Sammy Squirrel. When he arrived, he saw Sammy busy collecting acorns again, this time keeping a watchful eye. Rusty approached Sammy with a humble heart. Hi, Sammy. I'm really sorry about yesterday. I didn't mean to make you fall into the river. I was just trying to play, but I understand now that it wasn't the right way to do it. Sammy looked up, his fur still slightly fluffed from the previous day's dunking. He smiled at Rusty. Thanks, Rusty. I know you were just playing, but it wasn't very fun for me. I appreciate your apology. Rusty nodded earnestly. I understand, Sammy. How about we collect acorns together today? I promise not to splash any water. Sammy's eyes lit up. That sounds great, Rusty. Let's see who can find the biggest acorn. Together, Rusty and Sammy scoured the forest floor for the largest acorns, laughing and chatting as they worked. Rusty felt a warmth in his heart, knowing he was showing respect to his friend by understanding what he enjoyed. As the day went on, Rusty felt more and more at peace. He realized that showing respect to his friends not only made them happy but also brought him joy. He decided to visit Ollie Owl once more to share what he had learned. When Rusty arrived at the great oak tree, he found Ollie perched on a branch, reading another big book. Hello, Ollie, Rusty called up. I wanted to thank you for your advice yesterday. I apologized to Betty and Sammy, and we had a lot of fun together today. Ollie looked down with a wise smile. I'm glad to hear that, Rusty. Respecting others means thinking about their feelings and finding ways to make everyone happy. You've taken the first step in becoming a truly good friend. Rusty beamed with pride. Thanks, Ollie. I promise to keep learning and showing respect to everyone in Whispering Woods. As Rusty headed home, he felt proud of the steps he had taken. He knew that respecting others was the key to strong friendships, and he was excited to continue his journey of being a thoughtful and considerate. The following morning, Rusty Raccoon felt a sense of excitement as he prepared for another day in Whispering Woods. He had made amends with Betty Bunny and Sammy Squirrel, and he was determined to continue showing respect and kindness to everyone he met. As Rusty wandered through the forest, he noticed his friend Polly Porcupine struggling with a large pile of sticks. Polly was trying to build a new nest, but the sticks kept falling over and she looked frustrated. Rusty hurried over to Polly. Hi, Polly. Do you need some help with your nest? He asked with a friendly smile. Polly sighed with relief. Oh, Rusty, that would be wonderful. These sticks are so tricky to balance, and I could really use an extra pair of paws. Rusty rolled up his sleeves and got to work. He carefully held the sticks in place while Polly arranged them just right. They worked together patiently, with Rusty following Polly's instructions and offering suggestions when needed. As they built the nest, Rusty made sure to listen to Polly's ideas and respect her vision for her home. He realized that helping others wasn't just about doing the work. It was also about valuing their opinions and needs. After a while, the nest started to take shape, and Polly's eyes sparkled with gratitude. Thank you so much, Rusty. I couldn't have done this without you, she said, giving him a warm hug. Rusty grinned. I'm happy to help, Polly. Your new nest looks fantastic. Feeling proud of his efforts, Rusty continued his walk through the forest. He soon came across a group of young animals gathered around a big oak tree, looking up at a kite tangled in the branches. The kite belonged to Timmy Turtle, who was anxiously trying to figure out how to get it down. Rusty approached the group. Hi, everyone. What's going on? he asked. Timmy looked up at Rusty with worried eyes. My kite got stuck in the tree, and I can't reach it, he explained. Rusty examined the situation and quickly came up with a plan. I'll climb up and get it for you, Timmy. Don't worry, he said confidently. Rusty carefully scaled the oak tree, his nimble paws gripping the branches as he climbed higher and higher. When he reached the kite, he gently untangled it from the branches and brought it back down to the ground. The young animals cheered, and Timmy's face lit up with joy. Thank you so much, Rusty. You saved my kite, Timmy exclaimed, giving Rusty a big smile. Rusty felt a warm glow in his heart. I'm glad I could help, Timmy. It's always fun to see a kite flying high in the sky. As Rusty continued his day, he felt more connected to his friends in the forest than ever before. He realized that respecting others also meant being there for them when they needed help and showing kindness in every action. That evening, Rusty sat by the riverbank with his friends, watching the sunset paint the sky in beautiful shades of orange and pink. He shared stories of his day, and everyone listened with smiles and laughter. Rusty felt a deep sense of happiness, knowing that his efforts to show respect and kindness were making a positive difference in the lives of his friends. He knew that by continuing to be thoughtful and considerate, he could help create a loving and supportive community in Whispering Woods. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Rusty made a silent promise to himself to always be a friend who respects others and helps whenever he can. With that promise in his heart, Rusty drifted off to sleep, dreaming of new adventures and the wonderful friendships he had built. The next morning, Rusty Raccoon woke up to the sound of birds singing and the soft rustle of leaves in the breeze. Today was a special day in Whispering Woods. The animals were gathering for the annual Forest Festival, a celebration of friendship, respect, and community. Rusty felt a thrill of excitement as he got ready. He knew this was the perfect opportunity to show his friends how much he had learned about respect and kindness. He hurried to the festival grounds where colorful banners fluttered in the trees and the aroma of delicious food filled the air. As Rusty arrived, he saw animals from all over the forest setting up booths, playing games, and sharing stories. He spotted Betty Bunny arranging flowers for a beautiful display and waved to her with a big smile. Hi, Betty. Your flowers look amazing, Rusty said, admiring the colorful arrangement. Thanks, Rusty. I'm glad you like them, Betty replied with a smile. Would you like to help me finish setting up? I'd love to, Rusty said eagerly. He carefully placed flowers in the vases, making sure each one was just right. As they worked together, Rusty remembered to listen to Betty's ideas and respect her vision for the display. After helping Betty, Rusty saw Sammy Squirrel organizing a sack race for the young animals. Sammy looked a bit overwhelmed, trying to keep the excited kids in line. Hey, Sammy, need a hand? Rusty called out. Sammy grinned. That would be great, Rusty. These little ones are so excited. It's hard to keep up. Rusty jumped in, helping to organize the race and making sure everyone knew the rules. He made sure to listen to the kids' questions and ensure they all felt included and respected. The race went off without a hitch, and the young animals cheered with delight. As the festival continued, Rusty noticed Ollie Owl perched on a branch, watching the festivities with a wise and contented smile. Rusty made his way over to him. Hello, Ollie. It's so wonderful to see everyone enjoying the festival, Rusty said. Ollie nodded. Indeed, Rusty, I've been watching you today. You've shown great respect and kindness to everyone. You've truly learned the importance of respecting others. Rusty felt a warm glow of pride. Thank you, Ollie. I've learned so much, and I'm grateful for your guidance. As the sun began to set, the animals gathered around a large bonfire. It was time for the highlight of the festival, a storytelling session where everyone shared their favorite tales. Rusty was invited to share a story, and he felt a little nervous but excited. He stood up and began to tell the story of his journey, how he had learned the importance of respecting others and how it had brought joy and friendship into his life. The animals listened intently, and when Rusty finished, they applauded warmly. Betty, Sammy, and Polly all came up to him, giving him hugs and expressing their gratitude for his friendship. Rusty, you become such a wonderful friend, Betty said. We're so lucky to have you in Whispering Woods. Sammy nodded. Yeah, Rusty, you've shown us all how important it is to respect each other. Polly smiled. Thank you for helping me with my nest. You've made a big difference. Rusty's heart swelled with happiness. He knew that the lessons he had learned about respect and kindness would stay with him forever, guiding him in all his adventures. As the stars twinkled above and the bonfire crackled warmly, Rusty looked around at his friends, feeling a deep sense of belonging. He realized that respecting others wasn't just about being polite. It was about building a community where everyone felt valued and loved. With a grateful heart, Rusty joined his friends in singing songs and sharing stories, knowing that together they had created something truly special in Whispering Woods. And as the festival came to a close, Rusty Raccoon knew that he would always be a champion of respect and kindness, helping to make the world a better place for everyone. The end.